So I'm at the Calgary airport, and we fought to get our son home from Arizona as quick as we could, because we knew these regulations were supposed to be going in on Monday, the February the 1st. It's Saturday night at midnight. And my son is supposed to be coming in from the flight from Phoenix, and he is being detained because they didn't accept his test. They're saying it's not accurate, and they are wanting to take him to a quarantine facility. They won't let me talk to him. They won't let me see him. They won't come and talk to me. The Border Patrol services say that they have nothing to do with it. They won't tell me who has to do with it. They won't tell me who's picking him up. They won't tell me where he's going. They won't tell me anything. And they say he doesn't have a choice. They say that it's the law. They say that I don't have the right to talk to him, to see him. And they are taking him against my will and his will. And I'm not okay with it. And I don't know what to do about it. And I don't know where I'm supposed to find him. So this quarantine facility apparently is up and running and totally legal, as they say. And I'm freaking out.
All right, shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh.
Hey, double honors to the apostles, elders at Great Millstone. Salutations to your Akim. That's out there doing the work in truth and in sincerity. Real quick, just a real fast roll call. I'm the brother Aina.
Ara.
Right, so, and basically we come in with a lesson, just showing you, man, Esau, they're catching hell too. All right? But this is going to speak volumes for all you people, okay, which we call you Egyptians, according to Isaiah, okay, because this is spiritually Sodom in Egypt, all right, and things are about to gradually get worse and worse, all right. You're not going to be able to, they're going to have travel bans, all right. They're going to have all sorts of measures set up in this new world order that they got, brewing, that they're making manifest, all right, which we know is the image of the beast, all right, which is going to lead to this cashless society, all right. That's what all these things are happening for, okay, so we can enter into this new world, this new age, all right. So Esau catching it, they're on the front lines actually fighting against, this totalitarian beast system, all right. So we want to applaud them and give them a hand for taking on the beast system by themselves, and we're going to sit back and watch what happens to them, okay? Yeah. Because they getting their kids quarantined and taken away, all right, detained, all right, and nothing they can do about it, all right? And, hey, soon, everybody's protection, all right, is going to disappear, man. Everybody's little civil rights and civil, liberties, so to speak, they're going to be taken away, all right? Mm-hmm. And if you don't have the Lord on your side, all right, you're gonna pretty much get caught up in what's these traps that Esau got set up for you. So I can go ahead with the first precept.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 17. It says, "A man shall go into a city and shall not be able."
Right. So a man shall try to go into a city and not be able. Why? Because it's going to be a full-on lockdown, man. All right. They're not going to allow these people to move any which way they want to. All right. And Esau wants complete control. He wants complete control of your soul. He wants complete control of your mind. All right. And so if you don't have the certain things that you need, like vaccination ID, or whatever the case, that's going to be the main thing. If you don't have that, then they're going to stop you from traveling. Hey, in China, in the video I seen, China got the social credit system, and depending on how high your score is, that's going to determine whether or not you're able to move in society. Okay, so just imagine that, and they score you based on what you post on social media. Okay, based on what you buy, they got algorithms set up based on what you buy. Okay, because this thing is a whole AI system. All right, set up to seek you out and destroy you, man. This thing is really diabolical, man. All right.
Minority Report.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're going to use everything that you buy, everything that you sell, everything that you look up on the internet, which you post on social media, to ultimately convict you without a jury.
That's right.
So they can justify killing you, man. You know,
right.
there's going to be a reenactment of the movie Judge Dredd, man.
Yeah.
Policemen are going to be judge, jury, and executioner, and more often than not, they're going to be executioner, man.
That's right.
It says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Yeah.
The houses shall be destroyed."
And that's the main reason why the Lord is allowing Esau to come in and do what he's doing. All right? You people are proud. Okay? So the Lord is going to use the devil, all right, to bring certain measures upon this earth to control and bring that pressure upon you people because of your proudness. All right? And then ultimately, he's going to lure them in that trick bag and destroy the wicked. All right? But now he's using the wicked as a tool right now.
Hey, what scripture that is?
2 Ezra 15 and starting at 17.
Did you about how man won't be able to
Yeah, that was verse 17.
the second chapter says the Terry wait for it.
That's right.
So we've been waiting on these certain prophecies, man. And now the brother had got a video clip of this Sheetamite crying about not being able to see her son when they got into the airport in Arizona. Now this is from the United.com, United Airlines, right? It says COVID-19 testing for United travelers. So if you're taking an airline for the United for United
Airlines. Yeah.
Airlines, you got to be tested for COVID-19. You got to get tested for it. You got to come back negative, man. So those is restrictions that this devil has putting up, but that's fulfilling prophecy.
Yep. Okay.
It says if you're traveling to the U.S., we offer approved testing options that will allow you to satisfy testing requirements for entry. As of January 26, 2021, the U.S. requires a negative COVID-19 test for entry. See? So you won't be able to travel freely like you want to. But remember, they've been setting this shit up. Remember back in like 2018, they said in 2019 in October that we were gonna start getting
The real ID.
the real IDs to travel.
that's true.
You're gonna need the real IDs to be able to travel and things like that. So they've been putting this thing into a play for years now, man. They've been setting the stage up for this. But it's
So-
all going back to prophecy. You got it.
Well, yeah, kind of predictive program.
Which,
Right.
by the way, they in the real ID, they had the NFC chip, you know,
Mhm.
the RFID.
Near frequency.
Yep.
See, gradualism. They show it. What did you say? Predictive programming.
Kind of.
Well, you watch the movie End Time. Every
Yep.
time Justin Timberlake tried to go to the next
The next zone
district,
is the
or
check.
next district or zone, he had to show proof that he was reliable to go to the next part, or go to the next step. They use that as in having time, but we understand. We
It
don't.
was
we
cash.
know
It was
that's
like,
about
yeah,
your
it was
cash, your
currency.
money, your currency. You
Yeah,
know?
and really, when your currency
Run out, you die.
Yeah, you die.
Yeah.
I was just watching that 2 weeks ago, just by the way.
Yeah, End Time.
Kind
You get it.
This is a quick precept. It's Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe
Very-
to them." Sorry.
Very much like the social credit system in China.
Got
It's
it.
like
It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand." So the thing is that devils, they think about these things. They think about these things so much that the Lord gives them dreams about these things, man. You know, and then when they wake up, they find whatever practice that they can, whatever way to practice what they just thought of, man. You know, they put everything into practice. They use all their money, all their resources. They come together and create think tanks. They pull their military resources together, and what they do is that they come up with the most efficient way to realize that plan, man. You know, that's why you read in Revelation 12:12. It says the devil has come down unto you having great wrath.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
because
yeah,
he's studied this. You know, he studied the people that are in his country. He studied the elements. He studied the science and the sociology and psychology behind the people that inhabit his lands, man.
Yeah, you know,
And
eventually people gonna start bugging out and,
Yep.
and tripping if they get locked in for too goddamn
Yep.
long. You know, people gonna want to wait the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know they gonna uproar. He already know that these
Yep.
people gonna start uproaring and getting because they didn't pacify fucking Americans, man.
Yep.
Americans had the liberty to do whatever the hell they wanted to.
Yep.
Now you stripping their liberties away from them, so-called liberties, And now you know by default that they're gonna begin to eventually bug out and flip.
And they're gonna give you the green light to do whatever the fuck you need to do. So that way you ain't. That's why it's
They're
coming
gonna
out.
leave it up for anarchy.
Esau ain't even hiding in the shadows no more. He's doing shit blatantly, man. Because the American populace is gonna have it so.
They building the infrastructure without even knowing it.
God.
But yeah, but what you was going into, they got algorithms to basically put all that in place, all the data that they need to put in place. And that AI, the algorithm is gonna work out whether or not you for this society. Well, they're gonna know if you for it or you against it.
Yeah. Red force, blue force, and they're gonna work that into the algorithm as well. You know. And then with the RFID chip, it's gonna be an automatic brain inhibitor. Yeah. It's going to be a brain inhibitor where it's going to monitor, because if you don't think the Neuralink is going to monitor parts of your brain, you're the goddamn fool.
Friday, right? Friday.
So the
Friday instead of Thursday.
So the RFID chip is going to.
We'll talk about it.
The RFID chip is going to monitor parts of your brain, man. You know, and they already have experiments and studies on which parts of the brain handle anger, which parts of the brain handle depression, and which parts of the brain handle rebellion and anarchy and things like that. So the RFID chip isn't just it's not something convenient. That's gonna be something that they're gonna be able to monitor where your brain waves are, man. You know? Sooner or later they're gonna try and reenact on the monitor the dreams that you had, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
Elon Musk.
Yeah. He just
Developing
came I was like
No,
he just came out and said that that they can start human trials as early as this year.
So this year is gonna be definitely it's gonna be a turbulent year. You know, a lot of these plans that they have, there's gonna be implemented this year. And see, by the end of this year, starting of next year, it's gonna be probably in full swing. We're probably gonna see that chip starting to be mandatory because of this the global economic system crash. As far as the paper currency, the fiat currencies, that's the end. You know, it's the end of all the fiat currency.
Let me go back into 2nd Ezra 15 and 18. It says, "And because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid."
And right, and so just like this woman had to witness her child being taken away, all right, which now you I like to say you're being social responsible, you Edomites, okay.
Ooh, don't say responsibility. It's scared of that.
It's only because they get to witness what we've been witness for hundreds of years. All right,
God.
the discrimination, your kids being snatched away from you, being taken and given, and you having no control over that situation. And see, the Lord is cold. I mean, the Lord is perfect in all His ways, man. All right, we seeing how the pandemic is taking over, and how really a lot of the things that you Edomites have been doing to us is being done to you, all right, by your own leaders, okay. So I mean that's a good thing to point out. But Slocky, you can go back. My bad.
It says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor."
Right. So it's gonna be infighting.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, "But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation."
Right. Yeah, because it's gonna be, pretty much a race for survival, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how the elites, they're gonna generate it as such, man. They're gonna generate the anarchy. Okay, this is all being generated.
Just like the DC riot.
Right, and that's why Esau has so much pride, because they think they're single-handedly generating it, but really there's, you always have the puppet and the puppeteer. Okay, which Yahweh Shai is that puppeteer, and they're forcing this thing, all right, to go the way it's going.
Yeah.
All right, so all praise to Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Okay, because we all, and just like the lesson I did yesterday, we all, the whole world, every soul is gonna have to deal with that hour of temptation. All right, it's just whether or not you're gonna be favored or the Lord is dealing with you enough to save you out of it. Now the rest of the world, they ain't got no chance. Okay, they ain't gonna have no chance in hell. All right, Did you have something? I did have the Deuteronomy 30:7 really quick. It says, "And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee."
See,
All right. And one of the curses was Salaki, was us being taken away from from our families. It said, "Looking and beholding." Deuteronomy 28:32. "Thy sons and daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand." So we're literally seeing part of the those curses taking hold on Esau. All right, and in its own beautiful way, man, in its own fashion. Yeah, and so a lot of people would be like, "Oh, that's just one Edomite." No, that's just one sign to show that y'all getting it. All right, that's all we needed. All right, that's all we need.
It's only a matter of time before it becomes full blown.
Right, and then you Jakes, y'all not exempt, man. Y'all gonna catch this. Y'all finna catch it like a catcher's mitt. Y'all finna catch this, man. All right, y'all gonna have it. Ain't no escaping this. Jake think they gonna move to Colorado. They gonna move to Oregon and get on the Oregon Trail.
They gonna move to Canada.
They gonna move to Canada. And nobody's escaping this, man. That's why we laughing at you niggas, man. Y'all trying y'all best to do what y'all can, and defy the Lord, but the Lord's on your heels, man. Yep. The Lord finna smack y'all up, man. Yep. All right.
Just like when the niggas from Chicago, man, all them drill rappers and shit. Just to use that nigga King Von as an example. That nigga's a fucking demon. Did all that wickedness in Chicago, and they think that they can flee to other states and not get judged, man. Yeah,
and then what they don't understand is death and life is in the power of the tongue. Yeah. So if you speak death, that's definitely gonna come around and get you, man.
That's what's gonna happen to the rest of this world. Ain't nowhere you can run.
Yeah.
Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no valley high enough.
Y'all finna find it out. Y'all finna find that out real soon. And see, y'all gonna stop playing with the Lord, man. How about Shemi Shai? Because he's about to exalt his name, and he's about to rain righteousness down upon his chosen. All right, and really that it's a righteous wave. Somebody get Second Esdras. Did you have something, Salak? I know we talking. Second Esdras, the 16th chapter, the 19th verse, start at the 17th verse. All right, but the point being in the verse 19, because something we all got to understand is that the Lord has control over all things that's taking place in the world right now, according to His purpose.
Second Esdras 16 and 19.
Start at 17.
17. It says, "Woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days?"
That's Ezra, because he actually got to see what we're actually going through right now. Okay, he actually got to see the mass confusion. All right, the wars and rumors of wars, nation rising against nation. He actually got to saw the beast system. All right, go ahead.
"The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death."
Right. So what we've been witnessing. All right. We haven't seen the famine in various places all around the world, but not, where it's a cringe on the whole world. In certain parts, yeah, all right. But, same trying to steal my point. Go ahead, read again.
It says, "The beginning of sorrows."
Right. So, So, Salaki, the beginning of sorrows, all right. I guess we can call this panic season, because you people are about to start panicking. Okay, and the pressure is going to build, all right. But we're now in the time of the beginning of sorrows, all right. So you basically these things are already happening, all right. You got millions of people losing their houses due to this COVID-19 thing, all right. And then you got because of the restrictions, certain stores aren't open, all right. And this is going to become an ongoing trend. More vastly, it's going to be more vast. All right. You got it.
So, "The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death." You had like 2020, you witnessed it. All these people like so-called dying from the COVID.
Yeah, which they kind of spruce the numbers up, but what's going to happen is they're going to really unleash something on you people. All right, and then it's really going to have you people believe in this whole get the vaccine, get the jab type of deal, so that these things are set up. We're going to see mass deaths, man. All right, it definitely might be this year because Esau is propagating numbers. Now they have to produce those numbers. In the business world, you got to produce those. You got to make sure those numbers.
You got to make their metrics on point.
You got to make sure those numbers match, brother. Go ahead, though. You got it.
It says the beginning of wars, and the power. It's like and powers shall stand in fear.
Yep.
And the beginning of evils.
Yep. So the powers, even the power structure, the leaders are going to stand in fear. All right. Keep going.
It says, "What shall I do when the evils shall come?"
Yep. And this is what Ezra said. What shall I do when these evils come, man? All right. Because these evils are for a purpose, man. Keep going.
It says, "Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish."
Go ahead.
Read that part again. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish.
Right.
Are sent for scourges and for an amendment.
Right. Favorite precept. Why? Because the scourges represent punishment, okay? But punishment from the Most High. And when you go into the word amendments, it means change or correction, all right? So it's like you find a better law, all right, to amend, to make things better. And that's what the Lord is doing. He's bringing the righteousness, the indignation, all right, to bring about the change. He's bringing punishments, all right, scourges for amendments to bring change, all right? And so that's what we're seeing now, okay? Because it's going to correct a lot of you idiots out there, all right? It's going to correct a lot of you assholes out there.
I'm talking about politically correct.
It's going to correct a lot of you whores out there, too, all right? We're talking about you women, all right? We're talking about you women, okay?
Oh, they're going to get it worse. The
they're
scripture said the
gonna get
vintage
worse.
shall fail.
Yeah.
So when all of this that we're speaking about in prophecy, that vintage, that being put on a pedestal, that compassing a man, that being proud and haughty and having all this jewelry on and thinking that, you're God's gift to men and all these things, all that shit is going to fail, man. You women are going to end up going from dirty Diana to Mila Kunis and Book of Eli, begging Eli to take her with her. Take her with him.
Yeah, no, that's true, man. That's true, and that's spot on, man. All right? So things are going to get worse, but not for the betterment of your people, only for the destruction of your people. Okay? As the scriptures say, 2 parts shall be cut off therein and die. Okay? That's 2/3 of the nation of Israel who don't want to follow the Heavenly Father. The scriptures say, Proverbs 1:20,
Shall laugh at your calamity.
Yeah, the Lord's going to laugh at your calamity, but he's holding out his hand for you to turn back. But no, this is disgusting. No, this is weird. No, those guys are bums. No, keep that same energy. All right, keep that same energy, and we can bank on it. We can bank on it because the scriptures say it's going to be well with the righteous. All right, the downfall of the wicked, man. You got it, Slack.
Real quick. This is Jeremiah. Because what you just read, woe is me, who shall deliver me for those things. This Jeremiah 17:7 says, "Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is." See, the difference is between us and society. We don't trust in society. We trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, And that's why, just like I now said, you got guys and you got women. Oh, this is weird. This is crazy. This is why are you reading the Bible? Why are
this
you
is oppressive?
Right. Why are you living your life in such discipline like that? Why don't you do what you want to do? Why don't you do this? Why? But this is the why. We believe and we trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man.
Right. Where's the terrors of the Lord? We persuade. Is that Corinthians?
Mm-hmm. It says
we're gonna tell you about because the Lord ain't nothing to play with.
God.
So you thought it was something to play with, to your mama get pushed over by an angel and her head end up on under an 18-wheeler. All right, and splat. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, that's from the Lord. Those judgments be from the Lord, man.
God.
Esau, no, he's there a million ways to die. He made a TV show on it.
Good God.
What they call that? The Final
Final
Destination. They made a movie about it.
Yeah.
All right? Don't be stupid, man. Come on.
You
You
play
got
with Cesare Bozier, don't play with Yahweh Shai.
Right? You can't play with the Lord, man. He'll let you do. Go ahead. He'll make you think. He'll make you think you're right about everything you're doing. He'll give you signs. He'll give you signs leading up. But we know you ain't doing right because you breaking all the customs and you defying the Lord. So he on your ass.
Yeah. It says, "For he shall be a tree." So like, for he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, meaning he shall be rooted and he shall be grounded, man. You know, that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when he cometh. You know, so he's not going to destroy men that believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They won't be destroyed, man.
Okay.
They won't be moved. They're as a tree that's firmly planted, man. You know, they won't. The tree won't break and bend over and bend every which way when a storm comes. It says, "But her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit." You know, so the men of the Lord will always yield fruit, man. You know, whether it's uncovering new mysteries and understanding the scriptures, or whether it's, you know, converting men to Yahweh Shem Yahushua and them being healed, casting out devils, you're going to see the men of the Lord prosper, while the men of Baal or Baalim are going to suffer, man. You know,
the ones that's about this world, the ones that's about this witchcraft, you gonna suffer, man. All right, it's seem good now. It's happy times now. All right, happy times now. But when that time comes, you're not gonna have that same energy.
that's right.
You know. Ecclesiastes 3:1, it says, "To everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven." All right. So there's a time, you know, to everything there's a season and a time to every purpose. All right. So what season are we in? Okay. All right, for you experts out there. Okay. It's the time of the Lord's indignation. All right. We're seeing it manifest itself, become more clear as these things start to, you know, change in the world, as they start to implement more laws in the world. It's all lining up with the scriptures, man.
Right.
All right.
This is 2 Corinthians 5:11. It says, "Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men."
Perfect.
But
Right. Right. So knowing the terrors of the Lord, that's why you see us out there on the highways and byways. We make these videos because we know. All right. You people don't know, but we trying to warn you people. All right. But to turn back, to repent. Repent from your wicked ways, your idolatrous ways, your harlotry. All right.
Yeah.
Turn from it, man. Your fornication, your spiritual worshiping of other gods. A lot of you worship yourself. You know. All in the guise of happy. You always see these good vibe only people in the world. Good vibes only. Good vibes only. Y'all a bunch of idiots, man.
That's
because y'all. That's
world.
Perfect. It's a false perception. Did you say perception of the world, man? Because you got all these different energies. All right. You got all these different energies. You got negative energy, which, you know, they would say that's anger. All right, but it's a righteous thing to be angry if you're oppressed. Okay.
Yep.
So a lot of you good vibe only people only care about the good vibes, and you don't care what's going on in the world, which that's going to lead to your destruction.
Solipsism.
Yeah, solipsism. Right, because you're stuck in the world. You're stuck in justifying the wicked because you want only good vibes, and the Lord deals with judgment and justice. Okay. So, we don't want to hear that. No, we don't want to hear that. You gonna hear this, all right?
We know what that is. You know, I like to say, I like to reference documentary all the time. You know, y'all used to reference Prozac Nation.
Yeah,
you know, because you got everybody's on these drugs. Everybody's on pharmaceuticals and popping pills, doing perks and drinking lean and drinking and smoking weed and drinking alcohol and all these things, right? Oh, you just want good vibes, and we just want you know, good vibes and good personalities and safe spaces and all these things.
they want that utopia.
Yeah, man. And all these things that really don't exist. And it's a form of psychosis, man.
Bliss.
You know? Yeah,
it's a blissful state.
They're really psychotic, man.
Yeah.
It's like scripted, like people, you know that saying, ignorance is bliss?
Yeah.
Because ignorance is a form of psychotic, man. of being psychotic, not in reality, you know. And usually the women are the ones that are psychotic, but guess what? The scriptures say the men shall be as women. So now the men are psychotic and want this fairy tale life and want to be loved and want to be you know, liked on social media and everybody to validate them. You know?
And because they want to see others, they want to see themselves through others' eyes.
Yep.
That's
Because
why
they hate their lives, man.
Yeah,
These people ain't happy, man.
Yeah,
It's all
so
of
the
a facade.
whole world is languishing. You know, the whole world is languishing. I know we all over the place, and it's supposed to be about Esau, but it's just the spirit, man. You know.
Call this a form when we done with it.
Yeah, man. Because it's a lot of things that's going down, and these people, the more we come along, and the more the new world order makes itself known and clear, the more these people start to fall away from the Lord. The more they start to go into these different philosophies.
Decadence is real.
Yeah, and the scriptures say it, man. You know, people is gonna, seek after their own lusts. You know, it says people are gonna wax worse and worse. People are gonna turn cold against others. Oh, people won't endure sound doctrine, meaning the whole truth. You know, so these things were set up, and we understand it through the Spirit, man. You know, and that's what puts us over you people, because y'all don't have a recollection. My bad.
Quick precept, is it Job 18:14? His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the King of terrors.
Yeah.
You know, which is Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah. You know, the King of terrors.
This is gonna be the structure, the system, man. You know, who has the system? Esau. You had the system. This is your world right now. We just a squirrel trying to get it. You know, we just living in this place. You know.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 8 verse 50. It says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them in the latter time shall dwell. It's like they shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride."
Yep. And so that's what these people do, man. They arrogant. Okay. They'll walk all over you. All right. And then they'll stunt and they'll talk about they bossing up on you and all this stuff. All is the pride of life, man. And really they don't care to know that the Lord has uplifted them, gave them benefits in this world. All right. And allowed them to do what they're doing, you know. But do they give him respect, honor, glory? Hell no. All right. So the Lord is, a lot of people are receiving that consolation. All right. And they think God is working with them, and that, you know, that the Lord is doing it, he's blessing them, and, you know, they in a better situation. We gonna see, man. All right. Because all it is, the difference is that we know that through the Spirit that you people don't care about the Lord. So you'll do anything defiant and rebellious towards his will, towards his divine law. And what we're saying is, and if you're doing that, you're lining yourself up for destruction. It's as simple as that.
Scriptures say, what is it in Job? No, Proverbs. You know, there's a way which seemeth right unto a man, but in the end it lead unto his destruction.
Yep, that's right.
You know,
that's right. And that's you're gonna find that very, very you know, alive and well in these times that we live in. You know. So was that all we had? Do we have anything else?
Yeah, that's all I had.
Okay. Do we have anything else? All right. Well, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. You know, the spirit kind of died down at the end too. You know, but Lord willing, you Akim, you Aqua, have been edified. All right, through the spirit of power, man, is more of these measures, the draconian measures coming. All right, and Lord willing, the Lord be with us, man. You know, as we continue in our faith, as we build in our faith. With that, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakodash. A double honors to the apostles, elders at great millstones. Salutations to you, Akim, that's out there doing the work of truth and necessary. Shalom.